What is up, everyone, and welcome to episode 52 of the Party Chat podcast. As always, I am your host, Squiggy, and as per most weeks, well, every week, I am joined by the duo of Slazo and Laura. Hello.
1 year. Woo!
Ooh, 1 year. Whoop, whoop.
Man, feels like only last week we were celebrating.
I just appreciate how you say 52. 52!
52! I was like channeling my inner sort of Len Goodman from Strictly Come Dancing. 7!
I mean,
You watched Strictly Come Dancing?
No.
Ever broke. How dare you? I did yesterday, and it was a delight. I saw loads of people with journalism degrees.
Wait, you watched it on a Tuesday?
I watched it on a Tuesday because I'm so busy on a Saturday night, Squiggy.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I always go through it and I'm like, there's 3 people with journalism degrees. I mean, I feel like my $9,000 could be spent to getting me on Strictly, and I thought that isn't a bad thing in my mind. That's concerning.
So basically you're going to be on Strictly Come Dancing in the next few years. Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, if I can try.
Okay.
I mean, dreams. Hashtag goals.
Strictly goals.
Squad goals, Strictly.
Well, I'm not going to vote for you. I'm not going to lie.
That's just me. To be fair, I've been making an ass of myself every week because I've only done basic dance lessons.
Oh, I'll vote.
I can't proofread dancing, Laura.
I'll vote to keep you in for the Paso Doble, the tango.
Oh, I'd love the Paso Doble. All them facial expressions of looking pissed off come in handy after
quick step when you fall over. Oh, anyway. This is not the Strictly Come Dancing podcast. This is the Party Chat podcast, brought to you every Wednesday by Retro Remastered. You can find us on iTunes and all other podcasting services. We're also at retroremastered.com, where we post at 9 a.m. British time. Is that right? British time? English time? GMT?
GST, GMT,
whatever you want to call it. And we also are on YouTube, youtube.com/some squiggly stuff. But if you just search Party Chat podcast on YouTube, we will come up. So
if they listen to this on YouTube, they're already there.
Well, yeah, but I've still got to tell them how to get there in case they're listening to it on iTunes.
In which case, they're all okay.
Just you've got to cover every eventuality here, Slazo. That is why I am the host and you are the Slazo.
The one who gets games in the top 50. Yes.
Yeah, but shut up. Anyway. As we do every week, let's jump straight into the news. I've got 8 items on my list, and we'll start with some EA Access news. So EA Access is adding Mirror's Edge Catalyst and Star Wars Battlefront to the Vault. The Vault this year? That's the one, the Vault.
Wow, so, Catalyst has only been out, 3 months?
Yeah, actually UFC 2 is getting added as well. That's also further down on the list.
I'm stuck on UFC 1.
There's no actual date, but let's be honest, it's going to be within the next 2 months, obviously. But yeah, it's with the Mirror's Edge one, it's a bit strange it being so soon, but I'm assuming it didn't really sell that well, and anyone who would have...
it's already on half price in the latest Sony sale, so
yeah, and anyone who would have bought it has bought it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like, we're not going to sell anymore, we'll just put it out for free. Battlefront's... I don't know, Battlefront's strange because it's still popular with all the Season Pass stuff, but I assume if Battlefront goes on, they'll be like, oh, we might sell some more Season Passes now.
I'm assuming that's the plan, and presumably to tie in with Rogue One whenever that comes out.
That makes sense.
I don't even know. When is it out? December?
Oh, I have no idea.
It's this year, right?
Yeah, it's December, but I don't know when.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so EA Access is $3.99 a month or something like that. I think I pay £20 a year for mine. So,
not bad.
Yeah, I mean, for the games you get for free, it is... I say for free. The games that are in the vault, it is sort of decent value. And then obviously you get a week early trial of certain games. So EA Access starts for Battlefield 1 on tomorrow, on the 13th. So, a week earlier Battlefield as well, which I can't wait to play.
I mean, out of us, you're the only one who feels like that about it.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed the beta. I like the beta of it.
I have been and gone with Battlefield. Don't care about it.
Well, I wasn't a fan of 4, and then I played the beta of this one, thinking, meh, it'll just be like Battlefield. But I really enjoyed it. I got properly into it. I think, did you play some with me, Laura?
I did, yeah.
Were you there when I was whooping headshots and going, woo?
I was, yeah. I mean, I feel like it makes more sense that you realise they weren't there for you just to be sat there going, woo, every 5 minutes. It does make sense.
You know what?
That you didn't...
I do that anyway. Sometimes I sit here and just woo at my TV screen. Sometimes
that's good to know.
Sometimes I just sit here and cry. But anyway, next item on my list is Destiny Rise of Iron Raid. It said it's hard mode release date. So that launches on the 18th of October. And apparently, I don't know what the level goes up to, but I think it's level 400. For light?
No clue. I've not even done the regular mode raid yet.
No, I've not done that yet. But I think, what's the light level for the regular one? Is it 375?
370, I want to say.
370. So I'd assume that, I think this one goes up to 400, or might just be a little bit less, but probably around about then. And you'll get gear up to 400 light as well. No, sorry, the limit now is 380, and I think with this new heroic mode raid, I think that's when the light level increases to 400. I think that's right. Don't quote me.
It would
on
make
that,
sense because like the light levels of heroic gear is better than light levels of non-heroic.
Yeah, I think that's what happens. But yeah, so that's
I think we're all floating around 340 if I remember. A lot of us are playing it. So.
Yeah, I've got a 340 now, finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Destiny, there's a raid, it's a harder mode. There's not really much else to say, really. The Iron Banner's going at the minute, I think.
Yes, Iron Banner is up at the moment.
Yeah, and then for some reason its Halloween event is in November.
What?
I don't know.
Is that really happening?
Yeah.
Is that because there was a delay and they just didn't... What?
I can't delay Halloween.
I mean, they're finding a way. They're attempting
Bungie
to.
Can. And then
Bungie were all that powerful,
yeah,
but now
Sparrow,
I'm just like...
Yeah, Sparrow Racing is back
Halloween
in December.
Bungie. I don't want to talk about last Halloween.
Is that when you collected all the masks?
Shut up. Played that far too much. Far too repetitively.
I think I remember you doing that, actually.
Yeah, because I dragged you two into a heroic raid, which was not a raid, strike, which was... We tried really hard.
It was very trying.
Yeah.
Anyway, next on my list is that Fallout 4 and Skyrim will actually get mod support on the PS4 after all. So, was it last week or the week before? We talked a little bit about this, how Sony have basically said no.
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. But now Sony have said yes, but basically one of the limitations of this, basically they've said yes, provided But
it's basically, we want control, we want the say in what you do, and then it's all fine and dandy.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's like you can only use the assets in the game, but I think quite a lot of mods just use them anyway. But you can't but you can't upload your own assets. That's sort of the
that does make it makes sense from a more protected console space to do that kind of thing.
That's the big thing to take away from that you've got to use the stuff that's already there.
Yeah. So no dragon making Randy Savage quotes or any of that nonsense.
That happens on the PC.
There's a mod on the PC where you can turn all the dragons into Randy Savage.
What?
How did you not know this?
Yeah,
right.
I
Pause
did
the
loads
podcast.
of videos of it on
Pause the
YouTube.
podcast.
I can't run that game, but on YouTube I've watched the videos and it is the greatest thing to happen to that game since
it released.
It makes that first scene infinitely more terrifying and hilarious.
Right, pause the podcast. I'm going on to check that out. What else is... So also the Skyrim Special Edition will support the PlayStation 4 Pro, and it'll have native 4K rendering available on that. But
oh, goody.
Yeah. And basically after the Skyrim Special Edition is complete is when Fallout 4 will be upgraded as well. So that's going to be... Yeah, so at least like they're announcing a bit more support for it, but it's still it's the mod thing that still gets me. Like, at least they're sort of doing it now. But it's like...
Better to be doing it than not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's better to be doing it than not. But I think they're still going to see some backlash, especially if people start creating some really cool things on the Xbox. Like some ones that have used sort of uploaded mods and everything. Like uploaded assets for it. But we'll see. But it is good. It's a step in the right direction anyway, compared to last time. Another step in the right direction, is that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is in development.
What?
You don't know about this?
No, what?
Oh, so basically, the Beyond Good and Evil developer, Michael Ansel?
Michael Ansel.
Yep. So he released some, teased some images on the 4th of October, I believe it was. So last Tuesday.
Right.
Basically some images of some random characters that looked like they should be in Beyond Good and Evil. And then 2 days later, Ubisoft confirmed it. Basically on the Beyond Good and Evil Facebook page, they basically wrote then, I'll quote it, "If you've been waiting for news about Beyond Good and Evil, well, here you go. We are delighted to confirm that Michael Ansel is currently working with Ubisoft Montpellier Studio on a new Beyond Good and Evil game."
Oh my god, thank god. We've kind of sort of known for years that this is happening, but this is to have it actually, yes, definitely, finally, after years of E3s where it didn't appear.
But then, even then, just to know it's happening, it still isn't enough for me at this point. It's like the same way with, I know they keep saying Last Guardian is happening and all that. I just don't believe until it's in my hand.
No, I'll accept this. This is the first official confirmation we've had, so I accept this. I
can't. I'm at the point where, unless it's in my hand, it's not real to me. It's not real to me!
Wow. I feel sorry for your existence.
So there you go, Slazo. Some good news for you.
I'm unbelievably happy about that.
I've not played the original, so I've got nothing to add. Apart from I am disappointed in myself.
Yeah, I mean... Did you not have it on GameCube or PS2 or anything?
No, I never had it.
Oh. Wait, it's been on PS Plus, I swear.
I might have downloaded it, but I've just not played it.
Okay. Wait, you've never played the first one? Really?
No, he's played the second one.
Yeah, I've played the third one. Come on.
Don't be like that. I just didn't know.
No, I've never played it. I honestly could not tell you anything about the game.
I did not finish it, so...
Well, I didn't finish it either.
I mean, but at least I started it, am I right?
Yeah, well, you've probably downloaded it. It's more than what I've done.
I downloaded it and played it on my 360. Right?
Yes, it was on. Yeah, they did.
And then it's got backwards compatibility, and I can download it on my Xbox if I want. But
I've not touched it. Never played it.
Games.
Couldn't tell you anything about it apart from that it's supposed to be a good game.
You should do that.
I will eventually. It's on my list as per every other game, pretty much.
It's on my list. So never.
Yeah, so a game that's not on my list, and even if it was, it'd now be pushed back till 2017. Gravity Rush 2 has been delayed from December to early next year.
Ha ha ha! So neat.
Sorry, I just the way you went. I
think this is basically what I said about Last Guardian releasing, that one of these two's going to sort of struggle because of it. And from what I've heard, basically the reason this has been delayed is because of the games that are out at the tail end of the year.
Now, I can't remember if it was you or if it was someone else who tweeted this, but they were going has there been a Sony game this year that hasn't been delayed?
That was me.
That was Squiggy. I was going to say, I saw this tweet of Squiggy and was kind of like, oh.
To be honest, I was more curious about it because I'm trying to think of one, and I'm struggling.
I don't think any of the big games have gotten away delay free. I'm sure they've done some littler stuff.
Yeah, but Uncharted was delayed about 6 times.
Yeah,
Last Guardian's been delayed 10 years.
It's been delayed for 10 years.
Obviously, Gravity Rush 2 now.
Delayed. Horizon got delayed out of this year.
Yeah, would you class Persona 5?
No, it's not Sony.
But it's a... No, I think I said PlayStation exclusive.
It's not a...
Is Persona 5 coming out on Xbox?
No, it's more the fact that I was thinking... To be fair, I think of it like the Vita game. I know it's on PS4 as well, but I do think...
Yeah. No, but I couldn't actually name one that's actually released on time that is sort of a big one. I'm still struggling. Obviously, because Gran Turismo Sport got delayed as well.
Yep.
So, yeah. Well, there we go. So that's been delayed. But because of it being delayed, they're allowing... I think they're going to give all the DLC free. All the paid-for content is now actually going to be free. And the game comes out on the 20th of January.
Okay.
So there you go. In the article I'm looking at, saying Gravity Rush 2 isn't the first Sony game to be delayed this year. In fact, pretty much all of them have been. That's what the article says. So
I don't know if I'm going to buy it yet, but hey.
I don't know anything. I kind of want to play the first one.
The remaster's been on sale a bunch of times.
I've heard good things about it.
It's all right. That's the thing. It was very. I don't know what it plays like on PS4 because like it was very much designed to use the Vita tech, and was one of the reasons I bought a Vita originally before it got delayed.
Oh, it got delayed.
But, the original got delayed. It was meant to be a Vita launch game, and then it got pushed back.
It uses the back touchpad, doesn't it?
It uses everything.
Yeah.
It uses the motion sensors, the touches, and everything, which means it can get a bit overbearing sometimes. But...
Yeah. But I think from what I've heard, it's a good game, and a lot of people were excited for Gravity Rush 2. So, again, it like I don't want to start talking too much about this, but if you look at Sony's, like compared to Microsoft's lineup for sort of winter, Sony is very poor, to be fair. Obviously, I know they've got PlayStation VR, but for like console games,
Sony is relying on hardware, whereas Microsoft is still going with software.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like you compare Last Guardian, you've got Gears of War, Forza Horizon. It's coming up against two big name titles.
Dead Rising. I
forgot about that one. Well, that's what I mean. Whereas I think Sony's now focusing more on having like the hardware and third party support. So like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare early, all the DLC early, and stuff like that. But then it means next year it's going to be stacked for Sony until it gets delayed again.
Hopefully.
Yeah, until they delay something else.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gears of War, so there was a Gears of War live stream earlier this week, basically showing off some multiplayer, showing off some of the new maps, and basically Rod Ferguson announced that there's going to be a Gears of War movie, and it's back on, and Universal Studios are producing it. So there's not really much, he didn't sort of offer any details about who's going to write, direct, or star in it, but he sort of suggested that it's not going to follow the plot of the games, because it's with it being a different type of media. We thought, well, what's the point in replaying the game to a movie?
I mean, I'd love to be excited, but video game movies, especially as of late, haven't been going great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of them, so
I'm pretty sure Warcraft wasn't great, Ratchet wasn't great.
No, I think, but the thing is, with Warcraft, it was one of them where if you like the Warcraft like lore and everything, it's a good movie. But if you don't, then it's a rubbish movie. And I think that could be the problem with Gears, because if you go to watch Gears of War, you're probably going to see some very, very muscly men grunting and shooting things and chainsawing things.
You're going to see some very muscly men. Like people going, no, that's not what Hollywood needs.
I mean, who plays Cole? That's the important question.
That is important casting.
Will Smith.
I was going to say, I'm thinking Will Smith, but... Or would he be Dom?
I was thinking The Rock or something.
Oh, I never thought about The Rock. The Rock will be in this. Yeah. The Rock doesn't have to do any work.
Yeah, The Rock as Cole would be just... I just imagined all the smart lines and just... I see how you can just picture it.
Do you know what? I'd go and see that if The Rock was in there as Cole. I'd be there.
Wasn't The Rock the only redeemable thing about the Doom movie they did?
Probably.
Yeah, you're asking a guy who doesn't watch movies, so
you're asking a guy that doesn't really watch movies either.
Oh well, that's awkward. He was in it. Fair.
It is. He was in it, but I don't know anything about it. But anyway, back to the games. Another news item is that the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo is going to be able to download on the 18th of October. So that is next Tuesday, the day before the next podcast goes live.
Oh boy! So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
So the trial version is going to. Go on, Slazo. No, go on.
No. Yeah. You've got the article. You do that first.
So basically, the trial version is going to include a special version of Greninja, which is, I think,
Greninja.
Yeah, Ash Greninja.
Oh, he's canon now, which means Ash is canon.
And you can transfer it into the full game.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really much. There's not really much else given away, I don't think.
It'll be interesting to see what they do, because the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire demo, like, it wasn't just like, oh, here's the first hour of the game. It was, you're doing like random missions with Steven on one of the late game islands. So you go to like these randomly generated locations. Like, it was actually something different and fresh instead of just here's a bit of the game.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of intrigued to see if they do the same thing for Sun and Moon or whether they mix it up a bit.
Yeah, I'll give it a go and see what it's like.
Well, I'll definitely be playing it just so I get my free Pokemon.
Yeah, well, I want that as well. They also showed off the new Pokemon, some new Pokemon species, and the first evolutions of each.
Oh boy, Stage 2 starters.
So, Rowlet gets a. I'm reading this straight from the article on Eurogamer. Rowlet gets a Sassy Owl evolution with a comb over.
That's accurate.
And that's called Dartrix.
I can't pronounce the names, don't ask me.
I think it is. And then Litten evolves into sort of a tiger named Torracat.
Litten evolves into bigger Litten.
Yeah. And I don't understand this clown, the seal thing.
He's the best one.
Poplio becomes Brion.
It's crazy how the seal has gone from everyone going, that's weird, to, no, he's got the best Stage 2.
He's wearing a dress?
He's a clown.
He's wearing a dress?
It's a rough.
He's wearing a dress? I've got nothing against if Pokemon want to wear dresses, but
Goth the Tail
that's like its evolution. We're going from a seal to a seal in a dress.
It's beautiful, adorable, and he's almost certainly going to be my starter.
My starter is going to be Litten, I think.
See, I was going to go with Litten, but like its middle one is so boring, and I'm hearing strong rumours that its final form is going to be fire fucking fighting again. And I don't want that.
Yeah, that's my reaction. Maybe not.
If it's Fire Dark, because that's the other one that's rumoured, Fire Dark would be awesome. Firefighting, please no.
If it's Fire Dark, then I probably will start. If it's firefighting, no, not again. Not after what's his name? Blaziken? Was it Blaziken?
The first one.
That was the last time I had a fire. Was it firefighting? Was Blaziken firefighting?
Blaziken was the first firefighting and was amazing.
See, yeah, but I didn't like it. I don't know why.
What?
I think I preferred.
The best one?
Was that the one with Piplup as a starter as well?
No, Piplup was Gen 4.
Oh, I'm confused, but I didn't like Blaziken.
Are you thinking of like Infinite, who's like the monkey?
Maybe, probably, potentially. It's been a while since I've played Pokemon.
You could fix all of that in about a week or so.
I can, and I will, and we'll probably talk about it in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks, because...
Yeah, I had to think that. Yeah, we'll talk about it next week.
We record this after we've played that way.
Yeah, because, we'll record this on a Sunday, so it'll be 2 weeks' time for our impressions. I don't care. We've kept this up for a year now. We can stop. So the last news item on my list is that Dangang Romper 1 and 2 are coming to PS.
That's it! Nice pause, Screen. Dangan! Wait for it.
Dangan Ribbly Wobbly Woobly.
No, it's because I thought it said Romper, and I was like, it's not Romper. Dangang Romper 1 and 2 are coming to PS.
Say Romper,
no,
what?
Romper, not Romper.
You're sending me mixed messages.
Whatever. So anyway, the Dangan Romper 1 and 2 are coming to PS4 in 2017, and they're sort of going to be a bit of remaster, rejigging, and it's basically going to be an anthology called Danganronpa 1, 2, Reload.
This makes sense because I'm pretty sure Dangan 3 is coming to PS4.
Yeah, Danganronpa 3 is coming to PS4.
And then Ultra Despair Girls, what was that? I don't remember that game. You're crazy.
You've both played these, haven't you?
No.
Laura has.
I've played both of them,
the anime of the first one.
But you've not actually played the game, but Laura has. This is interesting.
Yeah, I love Danganronpa. Is this the whole, you're actually the weeb of the podcast conversation coming up? Because I'm telling you, I played it for the murder mystery, yo.
I thought both of you had played them. I don't know why.
Because Slazo should have played it, but he hasn't.
I was the one who knew about it first and was like, you'll probably like this. You like Phoenix, right?
And I was like, I played it and I was like, oh my god, I'm so in love. It's like... Here's the thing, Phoenix Wright is all well and good, but at the end of the day, it plays it safe with its storyline. You get a bit weird, like the whole psychic
plays
and stuff.
It safe?
No, as in the sense that it's not, I don't know, it's not violent or anything, and it's not graphic or stuff like that, so it's kind of a very easy going. It's like, you know what I mean, I'm not putting it on the same murder mystery as that.
Oh, he's been murdered and it's adorable.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, look, and then they make it all cutesy with psychics and wrestlers
magic
and...
panties.
Yeah, magic, Thank you. Just crazy stuff like that, and it's different. But Danganronpa kind of quenches my thirst for like a proper. This is kind of, you really need to solve this crime because there feels like there's a real consequence, which it is, and the whole character.
Whereas to me, it just felt like it goes too far and it's beyond silly.
I love it, yo. Sorry.
But wait, who's your favourite?
Who's my favourite?
Important conversations.
Oh, I don't know, Slazo. I mean, I really like her. I'm trying to think of her name that isn't a spoiler. And I'm just trying to think of what her actual original name was. She's in the first one. I'm trying to. No. Oh my god, it's not. That's why I can't think what her actual. Oh, is it Toko? Toko. Is that right?
Oh, Glasses Girl. Right.
Yeah, I think it's Toko. She's amazing.
I was always a Celeste fan.
Ah. See, Squiggy's regretted asking us about this now, but
I am regretting it. Yeah.
Nah, Squiggy's more of a Sakura fan.
Oh, I bet he is.
I don't even know who Sakura is or was or.
Oh, you wish you did. I was thinking the one that begins with A.
She's all the woman you could ever want, Squiggy.
Ooh.
What's the one that begins with A? I can't believe you said, "Oh, he's gonna kill you."
Asahina.
The one who swims. Is she the
Asahina.
one? Yeah, I think Squiggy would definitely be all up in her business.
Wow.
Just the type of guy he is.
Yeah.
To be fair, what I said is nicer than what Slazo said, for the record.
Fair enough then. Whatever. That's all I'm going to say. Whatever. Should we? Do you want to keep talking about Danganronpa, or should we move on?
I mean, I feel like you shouldn't give us the option.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I still need to watch the new animes. There you go.
So that's our news roundup. So we'll move on to games coming out this week of note, and there's quite a few actually. I think we're at the start of the big release schedule now. So PlayStation VR is coming out, which obviously means that all the PlayStation VR games are coming out, and there's quite a lot. I'm not going to reel through them all.
Well, it's our top of the week. So
yeah, I won't reel through all the games.
That.
Yeah, we'll come back to that stuff later on. So I've got Rise of the Tomb Raider, the 20th anniversary of Lara Croft edition, I think it is, or something like that.
I love how it's called all of this, but all that matters is it's the PS4 edition. So.
But it's out on PC as well, all the extra stuff.
Yeah, but no one cares about that.
Yeah.
It's on PS4, that's all that matters. I can finally play it, and it's going to be amazing, no matter what any unpublished article on our website might say.
I'm going to print that back up and bring it back again.
From what I've read, even watching other people like Colin and Greg, kind of funny, they love it and they've played Uncharted, but Laura doesn't like it, and that was before she played Uncharted 4.
And then I played Uncharted 4, and I never felt justified because Uncharted 4 was like so good.
Not good.
So good. Don't hate it on Uncharted.
Uncharted 4 was very good. And to be fair, even if Tomb Raider comes close to that would do me.
See, I don't think it comes close to it. But then, I mean, you've got to play it. You have it on Xbox, right? You actually own it.
Yeah, I've got it on Xbox.
Yeah, so I feel that should be one of the next games you tackle. Because I am interested in see if you enjoy it or whatever. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, reviews and other people can say what they want. But then it's like, when you're in a small... You know what I mean? Talking to you, I kind of value your opinion more sometimes.
Really? You value my opinion? Sorry.
Okay.
So Tomb Raider. I'm looking forward to playing it on the Xbox, to be honest. Never mind the PS4. Are you getting it, Slazo? Like
day one?
Yeah,
yes.
You are getting it day one.
Wait, does it come out on Tuesday or Friday?
I think it's Tuesday.
Maybe. If I get enough time to get into town, then yeah. I can't guarantee I'll play it day one.
But you're gonna own it. Oh
boy, I'm busy, but I'll have it.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I'd be interested to see what you think of it as well, because you've not played an Uncharted game, have you?
No, I have not.
I'd be interested to see what you think of it, and then obviously when I get the chance to play through it after playing all of the Uncharted games this year, I'll be quite interested.
You've got the experience of Uncharted, whereas I'm coming into it as more now. I really liked Tomb Raider, the reboot.
Yeah,
so
did that. Yeah, I'll be interested to see like how
I did.
Like mine, based on what Laura said, how our opinions differ, and then
I think you'll feel like you're playing the same game. Is my big. I just didn't.
We might be able to have
that's not a bad thing. We will do a round table.
It depends. Cause by the time maybe it's because I put too many hours trying to get the trophies or achievements in
probably.
On the first one, that all the little errors that there were in the game etched on my skin like a scar. And anyway.
Yes. Anyway.
Carry
on. So next on the list is Gears of War 4. If you bought the Ultimate Edition, like I think last week, you could be playing Gears of War 4 now.
Ooh.
But the peasant version, basically like the Forza thing, the peasant version is out now. Well, out this week. Is it out now by then?
Yeah.
Yes, it's out now. Yeah, I'm really excited for Gears. I've been watching a lot of people on Twitch playing it, even playing online. And
From
looks
the
really
people
good.
I know who've got it early on Twitter, like, all everything seems to be gangbusters. So
I'm excited. I'm excited to play it. I don't know when I'm getting it, but I'm excited to play it.
I do. When I get my
when you get an Xbox, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to play that. I'm looking forward to it. It does look really good from what I've seen. So you'll probably
Gears
see.
is weird for me because, like, when I played the first game, I never really got what you guys all saw at it. Like, it was all right, but it wasn't anything amazing. And I think from Gears 2 onwards, I was like, oh no, this is actually becoming a really fun shooter. So.
Well, apparently they bring it back to fun, is what everyone's saying. That at the end of the day, they know what they are, and they've kind of accepted it.
Yeah, I think they sort of said they wanted to sort of bring it back to what Gears was, but they didn't want to go too far away from that in case it sort of ruined the idea.
Now the other important thing, because I've not checked the achievement list, is there a seriously version 4, version 5?
You know what? Let's have a quick look.
I was gonna say, because got to keep that tradition alive. Kill a billion.
I'm gonna have a quick look now.
Because that was always the fun.
Let's have a
look. Not in the first one, but in the second one.
I mean, you have a weird sense of fun.
There's a seriously 4.0.
Oh, nice.
How bad is it?
It's complete insane campaign, ribbons, rank placements, horde maps, re-ups, classes, and 5 skills.
Oh. Okay. So it's do everything. It's the platinum. Got it.
Pretty much, yeah. But that's the only one I could see that looks like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next on the list is WWE 2K17.
Oh no.
Go on then, Laura. You can talk about that.
Basically, it's another wrestling game, and it looks the same. But there's a Paul Heyman mode, and your storyline revolves around you and Brock Lesnar bonding. Yay!
But Goldberg's going to be in it.
And Goldberg is in it. And Goldberg may soon be back in the ring in real life. Just so everyone, it's actually happening.
Don't curse us.
That's the rumors are that he'll be back in the ring soon, and obviously because that's how Sting went with the WWE 2K announcement. Oh. So at the end of the day, when people moan about the rosters being not up to date, they're up to date. He's going to feature in the game before he comes back. So as it stands.
I mean, at least this time it doesn't have the glaring problem of so where's the women's champion?
Yeah. Well, unless.
And what? Unless Bayley wins, but.
Oh, that would be hilarious if they do that.
Is Bayley not in the game?
Bayley is in the game, isn't she?
I don't know. She wasn't main roster at the time of.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss is safe if they go with her on the other brand.
Yeah, I think they all are. Isn't this the biggest roster ever?
You reckon? I think Asuka or someone. I just want someone out the blue now, just to be like
some random person to come up, win the title, and they'll be like, "I'm not in the game."
Like Nikki Storm or whatever she's called. She's really good, and she can come straight up. It'd be hilarious. I'd be like, "Yes, go on." But
to be fair, is Rhino in the game?
Oh my god, you asked me to keep up with the roster updates and I haven't. I remember there's loads of McMahons in the game. That's my go-to remember.
I don't care about them.
I'm going to find the roster now, and I'm going to Control F for Rhino. Control F. Nope, Rhino's not in the game.
Oh, they don't have all the champions. What is this? Amateur hour.
There you go. Rhino is not in the game.
Nope.
Who is in the Ty Dillinger's DLC? So it's Papa Shango.
I love Papa Shango. They announced the DLC. They also got is it a Von Erich? There's someone weird.
Yeah, it's a Von Erich.
Like classic, like
Carrie Von Erich.
Yeah,
Kevin Von Erich.
I used to I've watched their DVD about them and seen some of their matches on the network. So I think that's really cool because obviously with the network being available, you get to see like loads more people. It's less justification for them to say, but no one knows that wrestler because loads of old wrestlers get profiled on the network.
Yeah.
So I think that's
actually while we're on,
can't wait for them to put Chris Benoit in.
I mean, he's downloaded on the create community, isn't he?
Haven't they released an NXT edition with only certain stars in it?
Yeah, they have.
So you've got Nia Jax, who's now on the main roster, Apollo Crews, who's now on the main roster, and Nakamura, who's the champion. So, don't get me started. Don't get me started on that.
Apollo Crews isn't even a recent call-up. He was there after WrestleMania.
I know. I saw his debut.
Yeah, I remember going, why? Why is he...
Do you know what? I said exactly the same thing.
This is becoming the Wrestling Chat podcast.
Let's move on. Abort.
All I was going to say is I'm still shocked that's coming out next week because I literally have still not seen any gameplay videos that have sold me on it. I've seen backstage brawls, which they've added back in from old titles.
The most I've seen of it is in this month's FSM, which I bought yesterday. That's the most I've actually seen of WWE.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this... I can't believe I'm going to say this because it's just giving Slazo ammo. But the WWE games, they seem to try to add in new modes. But really, it's kind of like FIFA. The modes do make it a worthwhile purchase from the year before, perhaps if you're into that thing. But the real thing is the core gameplay that needs modernising up and changing.
I mean, this is the one year I'll give you. FIFA has actually come up with something fresh and original. So.
I mean, they have added stuff before, but at the end of the day, FIFA.
But this is a notable fresh.
Yeah, okay, but
this isn't just now you've got this, but with a new name.
At the end of the day, it relies on, just like FIFA. I think it relies on its modes, if that makes sense. And if it actually put a lot more time on going, look, we're going to make the wrestling feel better, more fluid, great move.
What it needs is a year off, but that'll be great. So.
Next on the list, before we carry on talking about that for ages, is Dragon Quest Builders.
I haven't played the demo yet, so I don't know. Apparently it's alright. It's Dragon Quest Minecraft. There you go.
Fair enough. Next and finally is Skylanders Imaginators.
I'm amazed Skylanders is still going, but I guess I shouldn't be.
I'm still shocked it's still going, to be fair.
I was gutted when they lost Disney Infinity, so I don't want to wish anyone. Because I'm like, I know how it feels to have your game.
I thought Skylanders was past it when it was on Nintendo Z3 a few years back. They were like, we've got Nintendo Skylanders, and I was like, who the fuck still plays this? But, no, I guess it's still going.
And that is our news and release roundup. Bum, bum, bum.
I mean, woo. That was great. I feel that it got a bit wrestling and Danganronpa heavy, but
it did.
We did it, guys.
Yeah, we did it. We made it. So now, before we move on to the top of the week, we can plug some shizzle on our site.
Oh man!
If people have got shizzle at the plug.
I promised my article after all these weeks of saying it's almost done. It is actually almost done. I literally just need to start up Evolve and check a few things, and then it's done. So that will be up by the time this podcast goes live. Promise. There. Now I have to do it.
Fair enough. Laura, you got anything?
Sorry, I was just distracted that Slazo keeps promising stuff. What have I got? I feel like I put... Oh, yeah, my the first of our Friday Fives, which was mine.
Ah, yes,
was,
that went up.
Five franchises that should have their own Lego game. That was pretty cool. Yeah, and you can also read Ployper's Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice stuff as well.
That's up as well, yeah.
Yes,
yeah. I mean, my Lego one.
Guys, I promise the Friday Fives in the future when you get to mine, they're good.
Oi, my Lego one proved quite popular. It started a debate, have you know?
Oh dear.
It was between Laura and herself.
No, it wasn't. I don't know why you're oh-dearing that. People like Lego games, and people were like, oh yeah, because
people liked Lego games.
Like Lego. Oh yeah, tell that to Lego Dimension and all its money. Like,
that's not a normal Lego game, Laura. That's a bit.
It's still a Lego game. It's still a Lego game. But, oh god, I went a bit like Lego.
That was very savage.
Yeah, not Randy though. What up? Yeah, they're the articles for me to plug.
What have I got? So my F1 race in Monaco went up. That was vile and disgusting, and I apologise for anyone who watched that.
I found it hilarious. It was great.
It's
viewing.
Awful. It's
absolute
awful.
Great view.
It's that corner.
Don't blame the corner.
I couldn't.
Blame the driver.
I took it slowly. I took it quickly. Either time I ploughed into the corner, just at different speeds. The next one will be going. The next one will be up before this podcast goes live. It's me going around Canada, which is a much better race, which is always a good thing. It is a much better race, and I do enjoy the Canadian Grand Prix because it's very like straight and quick.
Is it? It's easy.
Yes, it's probably one of the easiest Grand Prix to drive around. But it means I can get some good speed, some good cornering. I even demonstrate how to overtake properly on that one, and then get taken out. But that's not the point. My Friday file will be going up this week. I won't tell you what it is, but you can probably guess. It's something related to Metal Gear Solid.
I swear to God, if it's Metal... Oh my God.
It's not my best. It's not the top 5 Metal Gear Solid games because there's only 5 proper ones.
Yeah, but it is Metal Gear Solid related, so...
What else have we got? Your FIFA review, Laura? That should be up.
That will be going up. Yeah, I've got to do some tweaking and just... I don't know. I've got you doing the video. I don't know if the video is ready.
I've not scored enough goals.
That seems to be a common problem when asking you to make videos.
That's the problem. I'm not scoring enough goals to make a compilation of goals.
I feel like at this point...
It's not your fault. You're up against Wales. You can't be expected to beat them.
I was up against Wales with Laura on my team. It was hiding at nothing.
Hey, we lost.
And that was the one time I tuned in.
And then we beat Wales.
Yeah, but I wasn't there for that one, so it doesn't count.
I think it counts. And we have a picture of it. It's glorious. I mean, it saves little screenshots every so often that you scored a goal and then get like a diving header or something.
Oh, yes. I remember.
I don't know why you've turned into Churchill the dog, but
yes. Right, anyway, so that's the plug-in. There'll be some more stuff probably going around. So we'll move on to our topic of the week. So every week, one of us lovely people nominates something to talk about, and we spend the next however long we need talking about it. And I chose, because of PlayStation VR launching this week, just VR in general. So, because I know, Slazo, you've worked with some VR dev kits before. Is that right?
A long ass time.
But you've worked with them, so you've seen like VR like a little bit earlier on. And I've played
VR when it was at its worst.
And I've played some PlayStation VR. And Laura's interested.
You will have had an immeasurably better experience than me.
So I just thought it's something we can just talk about, like, in general. You know, not sort of like a certain part of it, just sort of VR in general, like even from your early days of working on it, what it was like and stuff. I don't know if you want to start with that, do you?
Okay, so I'll refrain from naming names and stuff because the company who I worked with have now gone on to be quite successful, and I wish them all the best. But yeah, I don't know, like, because I was working with the original kind of Oculus Rift back when it was like 720p or so. I think my main problem, and this may also have been because obviously I was developing software, so trying to get things to work so it didn't hurt my eyes, so it did like basic things like menu before there were even like basic libraries in to make stuff work. My problem was always I could count the pixels, and that's what drove me up the wall. It was like, I'm disillusioned because I can see the gap between pixels. So I could never get properly immersed, even when I played some proper demos. And a lot of it just seemed to be more just kind of shock and awe factor of like, here's a big lion coming up to you, here's a shark, and I'm like, great, that's cool-ish, not really. Like, I couldn't really see a lot of the potential at first. I know some people will be asking, why the fuck did you get a job with a VR company? Don't ask. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's come a long way since then, but, like, certainly back then, I couldn't really see how this was going to be the next big thing, especially with the pricing, because it was, like, a grand a unit. And it was like, yeah, I don't know. But it's come a long way since then, so, like, you've actually had a chance to play the... VR, was it? PlayStation VR?
PlayStation VR, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, what was it like for you? Because obviously, 3 years of development, professional games, I imagine it's a bit of a jump.
Yeah, it was, well, to be honest, because I pre-ordered PlayStation VR the day it became available on Amazon. Like, literally, it sold out within 10 minutes, and I managed to get one. And then I cancelled it because I was a bit unsure. And then Sony were doing sort of their little PlayStation VR roadshow sort of thing up here. So I was like, I'll go along. I didn't spend much time with it, but I played a bit of Rigs.
And that's the one everyone seems to be going nuts over.
And
I mean, that's the one that looked the best in videos, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one that really interested me to start with. And I put the headset on, and you know, it's really comfortable as well, to be honest. Because I thought it was going to be quite sort of heavy and everything, but it's really comfortable. The screens, they aren't as high quality as looking at sort of a 1080p display when playing a game, but they're still good enough. They're not. I don't know what the exact resolution is, but it's not. Is
it enough to fool you, though? Because it was never enough to fool me.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely, like, once the game starts, I was completely immersed in it. Right. But, like, the Rigs, the first thing I did is you go into your mech to sort of play the game. But before you go into your mech, you can have a look around sort of the garage and everything. And I was just sat there sort of moving my head around, looking at all these different things. And it's probably the first time in a while I've just gone, wow, when sort of just playing a game. And, you know, we've played games for a long time. And I think sort of for me to be going, wow, it's sort of just being able to look around at random things. I was like, VR. I can see how the potential for VR from that. And then jumping into a game, the game was really fast paced and moving around. You aim using your head, but move with the analog stick. But it just worked. Like it felt like second nature, because I thought I might struggle a little bit, like moving my head around to aim, but it was second nature, and it was honestly so much fun. Like, I don't think I've had that much fun playing a game for a while. But yeah, I mean, the demo wasn't very long, but then I've been watching other people playing some of the games, and the games just look really fun and interesting. And it's like, I can see VR taking off, but as long as it has the right support. That's the thing. That's the main thing for me.
I mean, can't you argue that with anything, can't you, though?
Yeah, but I mean, but the thing is that because you've got the Vive, you've got the Oculus, and you've got PlayStation VR, and there is a lot.
I think the market's already flourished, doesn't help. Because there's already, there's those three and a bunch of other headsets.
Yeah, but those three are, they're the big three, and they're the ones that games are getting made for. So,
yes.
I think there will still be a lot of developer support for it. Like, you look at Resident Evil 7, that's completely VR you can play it in.
Well, yeah, I think it's easy enough to add support nowadays,
yeah.
As an optional extra thing. But I can't see a lot of games, within 6 months or so, being developed exclusively for VR.
Yeah.
Not a AAA commercial standard, anyway, certainly.
I think it's one of them, though, where it's about the experience as well, not just AAA titles. And from what I've seen, the Batman one, you can be Batman. Fair enough, it's only, 2 hours long, I think, but if you can get more experiences like that maybe turn into a fully fledged game.
Well, that's the thing. You say experience, but to me, a lot of it is just you're playing the same games, but from a different visual perspective.
Yeah.
Ooh. I've seen one VR game, which is actually a cool use of the tech in my mind, which was Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, where
I've
you
seen
in the
that
VR
on PC.
headset see the bomb and have to relay stuff to people who have a bomb manual outside.
Yeah.
And I think that's an actual cool gameplay use of VR tech, using the different viewpoints people have. Whereas a lot of it is just, you're in the submarine, ooh.
Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah,
You're in the Star Trek Enterprise... Oh, wait, they are doing that, my bad.
Yeah, I think that if you want to be immersed in a game and an experience, then I think VR is that. If you take it as what it is, that is the thing, because I've got a pre-order again now for it, because of the experience that I had, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm looking at other sort of videos to get a feel for it. And I think there's one, I think it's PlayStation VR Worlds is one of the launch titles. And that has an ocean, I think it's Ocean Descent is the game. So basically you go down in a cage. Do you know when you go shark diving in Australia and stuff? It's basically like that, and the shark comes and attacks the cage.
I mean, that is cheaper than doing that activity.
But it's just as an experience, that is pretty cool to experience. And that's what I'm more buying it for. I'm more buying it for sort of experiences like that. I think if you take it as experiences...
Are you going to get as many of those on the PlayStation as you would on the PC?
I think you will, because I think with it being Sony as well, you're going to have Sony developing for it. You're going to have third parties obviously on board with it, like there will be for the other stuff. So I think you will. But my only worry is that look what happened to the Vita in Sony, and PlayStation Move in Sony. That's my only...
And PlayStation Eye.
Yeah, that's my only worry, that Sony might just drop it if it doesn't do as well as they thought, and then that's a £350 paperweight. That's my only worry. But I think this will be sort of the new way to play games. Not a new way that everyone will do it, but it's one of those sort of optional new ways, if that makes sense.
I don't see it becoming like how the DS kind of helped pioneer touchscreen and the Wii in some way helped pioneer motion. I just don't see this being the pioneer of VR. It's just too expensive, and it's just too unwieldy for the most consumers. You want to tell a casual member of the public to wear a giant cardboard box thing on their head, over their eyes even. It's
not a giant cardboard box.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I mean, if it was, Squiggy'd be like, Metal Gear Solid, bro!
You're going to be like, I'm having such a great time, and the person next to you on the couch is going to be like, you look like a twonk.
Yeah, but that's the thing, I don't care about that. That's as long as I'm enjoying the experience that I'm having, then it's worthwhile. And from what I played from Riggs, even that short time that I had with it, if I get more...
£50 worthwhile?
If I get more... But that's the thing, if I get more experiences like that, where I feel immersed and just completely forget about everything, when you play games, you play FIFA or something, and you can see like.
I know when I play games.
Do you know what I mean?
When
Though,
you
like,
play FIFA,
say you're playing like a single player story game, and you're immersed in it, and then like someone just comes in and starts talking to you, and sort of ruins that immersion.
No, I pause it.
Well, shut up.
Oh my god, Mr. Fancy Fast Finger over here. Being I paused
but for me, like VR is one of those where I can get lost in an experience.
At which point, someone's going to go into the room and then start shaking you.
Well, if someone did that, they'll get a swift punch or an elbow.
They're not, because you're not going to know where they are.
Trust me, Slazo. I can feel things.
At the end of the
My
day,
spidey sense tingles.
I think Squiggy said it best with the whole, that was when he put on VR, that felt like he was wowed by it, in the sense that it's been so long, maybe for me, but I haven't turned on a game and gone on, I've been wowed.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how good Uncharted 4 is, and I do think some of the settings are really pretty, it still wasn't as wowed as I've been before by a game. But VR's that next, like...
That's exactly what it is, yeah. That I've played, I play a lot of games, like we all do. And I haven't been wowed
maybe
for a
not
game.
Slazo. Avengers Assemble does not count as a game. Or whatever
I was playing Witness today, thank you.
Oh my god. Oh my. Sorry, Sri.
And I just haven't been wowed by a game for a long time. Like, I can be like, oh, this game looks really nice. This setting looks beautiful. This story is really good. But I've never sort of looked at it and just gone, wow. And that's my thing.
I think I'm past the point of being wowed by visuals, which is probably why. Because we've done this before, where I've argued gameplay is way more important.
Yeah, no, gameplay is more important.
That's probably it's more like that's probably why VR doesn't have as big an effect on me as it does you say.
Yeah, but I think gameplay is important, but I think VR presents a new way to play games as well. Like the way I played Rigs was sort of a new-ish way, where you're using obviously your head to aim and it's motion tracking and stuff like that. That is for me sort of a new way to play. But like I said, I think it's as long as it gets the support, it will carry on, it'll continue and be successful. But if it doesn't, if the support dries up, then it is just going to go the way of other failed sort of things, and that's my only worry.
That's the thing. Despite all my negativity, I do hope he gets support, because I'm sure that will lead to more interesting creative products that even I'd be intrigued in. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But for that, you have to get enough people saying this is where we want to be, like with the DS and like with the Wii.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I'm positive. I'm positive that Sony will pull some stuff out, and then obviously third-party support.
I'm positive even if they don't, Steam and Vive will.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think there'll still be third-party, probably like the Vita. There'll be still third-party support going for it. But then it's like, well, if you got an ACC Vive or a Oculus, then you'd have more third-party support.
Yeah, because I can go to a random website and go, "That's a nice app you've made."
Yeah. But no, I'm interested. Like, I'll be getting mine on launch day, I think. But it's a Christmas present, so I might not be playing it.
Right.
But we'll see. But if I can get, I might have to set it up to check it works. So I might get lost in Rigs for a little bit. That's my plan. But I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see
how it.
Couldn't see the clock,
Mom. My headset was on.
Yeah. You've been playing that for 3 hours. Oh. It was light when you put the headset on. Well, it was dark when the headset was on. So I didn't know what time it was. But no, I think I could see VR. I think I could see VR going both ways, but with the right support, I could see it being a success. But if it doesn't, it does rely on the support it gets from developers. I think that's the main thing really to take home from it.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, here's hoping. We'll see. Does anyone want to add anything before we wrap up the topic?
I mean, I'm kind of just believing in your opinion here, Squiggy, just to know you're supported. That's basically, I really want to try it for myself, but I'm not sure. Because the only thing that scares me with it, and I think we spoke about it on the podcast, is when they said how much room you need.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot of things where people haven't actually needed as much room as what they've said, because a lot of the VR experiences you are just sitting down.
Yeah, so... But the thing is, I'd rather... It's like the thing, if you're going to invest that much, you don't want to invest it, and because it's really your own fault if it then doesn't work properly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I need to try it. I hope to try it.
But that's pretty much why I did. I tried it. Because I wasn't... That's why I cancelled it, because I wasn't sure. Tried it, and I'm back in. And I think, to be honest, I think I'm not the only one from what I've seen. Like, a lot of people at this event, where it was just in-game, they were they played it, and they're like, oh, I think I'm convinced now, and I think a lot of them were pre-ordering as well.
Yeah, I will give you because I've seen it's split fairly evenly down the middle on Twitter, but it seems to be the people who are on board are the ones who tried it out.
Yeah.
Whereas the people who aren't are people who, somewhat like me, haven't tried the new tech and are
that's the thing,
nah.
yeah. But again, like we said, I think the best thing to finish with is that if it gets the support, it'll take off. If it gets support dropped for it in a year, 2 years, then it's another expensive test, I suppose you could say.
Yeah, you put your money to that, I'll put mine to a Scorpio. There you
go. Fair enough. You go 4K, I'll go VR.
Don't start on 4K.
No, it's not. No, that's not. But anyway, so that was our topic of the week. Our final segment is the top 50. So last week was Laura who nominated... What do you nominate, Laura?
Journey.
Who nominated Journey.
I'm not helping you.
That got 3 yes votes. Obviously, I remember that one. And this week, it is my turn to nominate again for the top 50. And I have struggled a lot. I've been thinking the whole week of what game to nominate. I'm not even going to lie. And I'm not going to lie as well, I struggled a lot. And I thought, we need a Bethesda game in there. That's what I thought.
I mean, we don't.
I don't think we do. I have one. I don't think we'll have one.
That's not what he said at all there, Squiggy. So.
No, I know what he meant, but I'm just going to ignore that part. So I went for Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Skyrim.
I went for Skyrim. And you're going to say, why not Oblivion, Squiggy? Am I right?
Why not Oblivion, Squiggy?
Why not Morrowind, Squiggy?
Because I didn't go that far back. So, anyway, I want to say I've not played much of Skyrim. I'm not going to lie, I've not played much of it. So, a lot of this is based on people's opinions that I know and some reviews that I've read. So, and obviously I know bits about it as well. Obviously I know the game is huge. The environment is beautiful to start with. Couldn't tell you what it's called, but it's beautiful. There's massive. There's so many things to do, and I did play a lot of Oblivion. And a lot of people said that Skyrim improved over Oblivion from taking out certain bits that were in Oblivion. I think Oblivion made you focus on one speciality across the whole game, so you couldn't sort of make the character your own. In theory, Skyrim got rid of all that and allowed you to sort of all the different specialities. You could sort of mix and match them to create a character you wanted to create. Which for me is a positive compared to Oblivion. Like I said, it's beautiful. The sound is amazing. I've seen it performed at Video Games Live. The sound, like the main theme is amazing. The whole sound design, because I've seen videos of people playing it. The sound design there is beautiful. It is incredible. It's probably one of the best. It's a massive game. You know, you can do. I honestly don't know how much stuff you can do, but I've seen people have played it for 500 hours, maybe stuff like that, which is more than what I've.
It's a Bethesda game, yes.
That's what I mean. It's a Bethesda game, and I think this one is the Bethesda game. And it's been remade as well, so there's obviously a lot of popularity for it. The gameplay is pretty much a Bethesda game, but I don't think gameplay is broken in Bethesda games. I think it just works, if that makes sense. Like, there's nothing that you can pick on that says, this is awful, this is why I can't play the game.
What about the bugs?
They're expected from Bethesda games. Everyone's used to them now.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay.
Everyone's used to them. No, but I said this about Fallout, that I don't agree that people should say it's a Bethesda game. It gets away with it because of the bugs, but I don't think Skyrim had as many bugs as what some of the other Bethesda games did. I know there was some game-breaking bugs in there, but I think they all got patched out pretty quickly. I think. I'm not 100% certain on that, but it's one of those games where it's an experience as well, and because you play that much of it, the whole sort of the setting, the sound just makes you like we were talking about before, makes you immersed in the game. Plus, it's got dragons. Everyone loves dragons.
Dragon Age has dragons.
Shut up, Laura. No one cares about you.
It has dragons in the title.
Wow! How did you get those? Nice.
But yeah, I think it's one of them where you can forge your own path stories as well, because it's like you can join different guilds. Is it? I think you can join different guilds.
You join different guilds. You can become the number one, and then you can go to the next town, and nobody knows who you are.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. But it's one of them where you can sort of, you're not following a set story. You can do it how you want. You can join this guild, that guild. You can kill this person. You can kill that other person. You can be an unknown in the next town, and then an unknown in the town after that, and the town after that. But for me, I think we need a Bethesda game in there, and I think Skyrim is the best Bethesda game of recent memory. You might disagree and go with Morrowind, but for me, Skyrim is the game of Bethesda that'll define sort of the last generation of RPGs. We'll go with that. This is where it gets slated and torn apart by both of you, so go on then.
Oh.
Go on, Laura.
How about him, Laura?
I mean, I'm not like violently offended, so have at him's a bit strong, but it's hard because I only played it for 15 minutes, and
wow,
I know I got it for like a £5, so I wasn't, overly fussed. But the thing is, I kind of see what you're saying, and when I speak to people, that aren't all about gaming, they do really speak of that game with a lot of love, if that makes sense. Like, that's the game they lost all their time in.
Yeah.
Like if they weren't playing Skyrim, they just didn't play anything. And I think that's a testament to the game, don't get me wrong. It's just, I'm trying to think whether I put it a top 50. Like, I'm not going to deny it's really good and it's really popular. It's just, I don't know if it has that extra something to put it over the top, which could come from the remaster of it, to be fair.
But what extra thing do you want?
I don't know. It's just something to make it
Horse
less.
armor.
Oh, horse armor. I want horse armor. It's just, I don't know. It just, to me, it's one of those games I say amongst a lot of games, if that makes sense. Like, when I'm listing RPGs and that, I'd go, oh, I'd include it, but it's not necessarily the first one to my mind. Or I put it above others, but yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know about Slazo.
Oh, me?
Slazo didn't like it.
Here's my opinion. It's not a pioneering open world, and it's been bettered since, so no.
What's it been bettered by?
Oh, he's actually giving you a vote.
Witcher 3, the game that won multiple Game of the Year.
That game that's too big for me to play.
Okay, that's your point.
Hang on.
There's too many things to do. I got confused.
I'm not that far into it.
I want a big open world game, but not that big.
I know, make it a little bit smaller. Come on. But no, I for me, I think we needed a Bethesda game there because Bethesda is known as. You don't like Bethesda games, though, do you?
I've not played one. Really.
Exactly. So you're not really helping this argument, Slazo. Damn it, where's Mike?
I just don't think they're like. I think they've done well. Like, don't get me wrong. I think the fact that they gave Fallout a new lease of life is great. The Elder Scrolls series is a well-known series. I just don't think that they make top 50 games. I think they make good, popular games, but not the best ever games.
Fair enough. Well, I've got nothing else to say. You don't like it. Laura played 15 minutes of it.
Also, we've already got like several open world games in like GTA and Red Dead.
But are
yeah,
they...
but I would say
of open world games, aka Rockstar.
I do like Bethesda, though, it has to be said. They are my favourite company of last year.
Or the Rockstar?
Yeah. They gave me Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
So.
Wait, Wolfenstein was Bethesda?
Yeah, Bethesda, yeah.
Ah, didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Okay. And Dishonored is, and I want to get into that. I mean, I like a lot of the stuff they do, to be fair. And I think they're a nice company. But I like the way they do their E3s with the whole, it's actually ready now, so. Props to them as a company.
That was cool.
No, I think, I know you said Rockstar, the king of open world, but this is something that I've noticed. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 again recently, and in Fallout and Elder Scrolls, you can interact with pretty much everything. You can go into any building.
He does have a point there. That was huge, especially when it came out.
In GTA, I've tried to go through many doors, found out that I can't actually go in them. I ran some woman over who was outside a house. I thought, I'll go into a house. Couldn't get through the door.
Yeah, but a lot of it is just cut and paste, right?
Yeah, but it's the fact that they've managed to develop it so you can go through all these houses, go into them all, interact with anything that's in there. But
everything in Rockstar, like GTA 5, is more individual and has personality. Like, you can go down the street and it's not like another street. Like, you can go, oh, that's different, that's different.
That's because it's modeled on a real city, though.
Yeah, what?
But
right,
but I can't imagine. But what was Skyrim modelled on? That's the thing. Like they created this big open world with anything you can interact with, whereas Rockstar created a city where you can't even go in the buildings.
There's another mountain.
Like Rockstar closes off buildings so you can't go in them, whereas Bethesda's like, you go in this building, yeah, fine.
There's nothing in here you care about,
but it's one, yeah. But it can change the way you play, so you can go like even when I've played it, I've gone through a house, come out the other end, not knowing where I was because I got lost in the forest as well on the other side. Whereas in Grand Theft Auto, oh, there's a nice house here. Oh, I can't go in it. Oh, I'll drive around.
It has meaning in GTA. It doesn't in Elder Scrolls.
But it doesn't have. But the thing is, though, it has meaning because you're interacting with it. You're the person interacting with it. Whereas in GTA, I want to interact with this, and it's like, well, no, you can't. We don't want to let you interact with it. Whereas Bethesda are like, oh, you want to interact with this?
So, Squiggy, you're walking down the street and you just walk into people's houses.
No, but what's the point in saying that? Because Grand Theft Auto is about stuff like that. Bethesda games, that's the open world it is. It's like saying, would you want a game where you're locked off from doing things? You're not allowed any like personality or individuality in what you want to do in a game.
You can do personality without going into people's houses.
But you can't explore. That's the point I'm getting. You can't. You can't because it's locked off. Whereas Bethesda, everything is open for you to go in. You can go in this house. You can go in that house. You can go in there. You can go in there. Rockstar, you can't go in here.
Can I play devil advocate and say that I kind of see both points, but then maybe GTA locking areas off enables them to not have so many glitches and deliver a unique experience in the areas you do get. But I get the thing with things when you walk up to the door and you feel like it should be open. It's like I can't even remember what GTA game is that I revisited. Might have been Vice City.
You revisited the entire trilogy.
I know, but I can't think which one did this. It was the you could burgle certain houses. I think it's Vice City, but it's only certain houses with the van thing that you could go inside and stuff. Which felt a bit weird that they would mark out which houses they wanted you to burgle. But I kind of see it from that point. But then I would say that by locking stuff off, it is the quality that gets improved to some degree. When you do find a house you can go in, it's actually really not like the other houses you can go in. That's all I'd say on that. I feel like you want to go to a vote.
Yeah, we'll go to a vote. Slazo?
I mean, you know what my answer is. It's not that I think it's a bad game, it's just you say top 50 and I say no way.
So that's a yes from Slazo. It's a yes from me, obviously. Laura?
I'm going to vote yes on it, actually.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm swerving on this. It's more I think about it. It's more the fact that I'm just thinking that I know a lot of people that hardly game that really got entwined by
it's the
Skyrim.
Casual appeal. I understand what you're going with.
Yeah, I just think... I know The Witcher 3 is great and everything, but if I talk to them same people, they're like, I heard good things, but I wasn't really sure.
But it's not that massissive franchise that's already sold billions.
And then they'll get that Skyrim remaster in October, November, or whenever it's out, October. Yeah. At the end of the day, for what it's done in that regard, I think it is a top 50 game. I think obviously there's the glitches and bugs, and you can argue in that, but with a game of that scale, it would, they're gonna be there.
Did Dragon Age Inquisition have a lot of bugs?
I mean, it's not as big in scale in the open world. They lock a lot of bits off.
Okay.
It didn't feel as big. If it is big,
I didn't name drop that one because I wasn't sure how well that went out. Because it seemed to go over well at first, and then Witcher happened, and then everyone stopped talking about Inquisition.
It's not sure what happened. It was like most people's game of the year. It didn't come out with a lot of hype, and then Witcher 3 happened, and it was like, well, this does this, and this better than Dragon Age. Sorry.
Right.
Like a year on, but it is a good game. I don't know. I never felt like, oh, this is a massive open world area, if that makes sense in Dragon Age. So I could be wrong. It might have been an illusion. But yeah, yes.
So with 2 votes to 1, I don't know how I won that. It was the worst pitch I've ever done. Elder Scrolls Skyrim joins our top 50 until Slazo tries to kick it out.
That's coming soon, my friend.
I say, how many weeks?
The 40th game.
So in 11 weeks' time.
In 11 weeks' time, I'm curb stomping like 5 to 10 games off this damn list.
I'm curb stomping you before you can curb stomp games off. This is Gears of War. We're going Gears of War.
Oh, don't attack Gears of War. Is Gears of War in there? It is, isn't it? There's a Gears of War.
He was more making a reference because it's a thing.
I know he is, but I'm more concerned now about the health of Gears of War.
I can't remember which one's in there because I know I argued over which one you put in, but whatever.
I think we all argued.
That's not on my priority list. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Raid 64 and Heavy Rain are in danger. The Heavy Rain should be saved. Save the Heavy Rain. Hashtag justice for Rain.
Grand Theft Auto 3 would be first.
Game.
Oh yeah.
So anyway,
Grand Theft Auto 3, Metal Gear Solid, just a whole bunch of these things.
Basically, none
you
of
can have
those
3.
games.
You can keep Snake Eater.
So Laura, we need to band together and get rid of some of Slazo's games. Yeah.
I mean, sure. I can't. His picture's so memorable. I can't remember what games he's put in there.
Yeah, I can't remember any of them. But anyway.
Minecraft. Let's go and take down Minecraft.
Yeah, let's get rid of Minecraft, the casual game.
Casual. Ignore the fact that I just voted for Skyrim for that reason. Casual.
So this has been episode 52 of the Party Chat podcast. Remember, you can find us at retroremastered.com. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/retroremastered, on Twitter, which is @retroremastered. And you can find us all on our individual Twitter accounts. I'm at Jody Squires, Laura is at Law, and Slazo is at Slazo King. And until next week... And until next week, it has been a pleasure. Goodbye.
See you in year 2.